Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna learn how to make this bandeau top. It's very cute, very classy, and very easy to make. And I'm styling it in a different way for a classier look. Um, yeah, so let's get right into the video. So you're gonna need some yarn, scissors, and a tape measure and a crochet hook. I'm using a size 4 millimeter crochet hook. Then you make a slip knot and chain 40. After chaining 40, turn your work and single crochet in the first stitch, then double crochet in the next stitch, then single crochet in the next stitch and double crochet in the next, then alternate single crochet and double crochet in each stitch to the end. So after finishing the first row, this is how it looks and it's textured. So for the next row, we're gonna chain one, and the next rows are gonna be increase rows. So you're gonna increase to your preferred size. So I'm gonna chain one, and then I'm gonna turn my work, and I'm gonna put a double crochet in the same stitch as my chain one, then put a double crochet in the next stitch, then a single crochet in the next, and then alternate single and double crochets to the end. Then once you reach the end, you're gonna put another increase, you're gonna put a single crochet and a double crochet. So here we're almost reaching the end. So at the end, put a double crochet, then put a single crochet in the very same stitch to increase. So the general trick is for the rows you put a double crochet where the single crochet from the previous row was, and a double crochet and a single crochet from where the double crochet was. I hope I'm making sense. So for the next row, chain 3 because you ended with a single crochet, then put a single crochet in the very same chain 3 space. Then in the next stitch you're gonna find it's gonna be a single crochet, so a single crochet there, then double crochet in the next, then single crochet in the next stitch, Then repeat this to the end. Then at the end, put a single crochet and a double crochet, and repeat this process until your piece is long enough. I did mine off camera and I'm going to show you. So just continue making the increases at the ends, and I'm going to show you how it looks. So this is row 3 for me. I'm just continuing with the single crochet and double crochet. And yeah, I did this to the end and made sure I'm increasing at all my ends. And now I'm gonna show you how the final product looks, because I did the rest of it off camera, so I'm gonna show you in just a bit. So this is the end of my third row, so I'm gonna continue, and this is the panel that I made. It measures about 8 inches long, so you can make it shorter, longer, according to how you see fit, but I saw mine 8 inches was right about enough. So we're gonna proceed to finishing. Chain 3 and turn your work, and at the bottom I'm just going to make double crochet stitches all across the bottom. So yeah. So complete the row of double crochet stitches, and you can see how it looks as I'm showing you guys. Then you're gonna proceed to making the bottom ribbing. So chain 3 and turn, and then you put a front post double crochet, and in the next stitch a back post double crochet. So you repeat this to the end. A front post double crochet is worked between the posts of the stitches. A front post and back post work between the posts, so it's just the direction of turning your hook that matters. Yeah, so this is how you work the front post and back post double crochet. If you don't know how to work them, you can just slow down the video right here and see how I'm working my front and back post double crochet stitches. So we're gonna do this to the end, and we're gonna do the front post and back post stitches for two more rows to create a bottom ribbed part. So we're gonna proceed doing back and front post double crochet stitches to the end, and this is how it looks at the end. As you can see, it creates a form of ribbing, a very unique ribbing that is cute to this particular project, making the edges cute. So I'm gonna do that for 2 more rows. So chain 3, and now for the next row you're gonna put a front post double crochet stitch where the front post double crochet stitch from the previous row was, and the same for the back post double crochet stitch. As I'm doing, you just place the stitches where they are so that the ribbing is consistent. After completing the 3 rows of ribbing, then proceed to finishing. So chain 1 and turn on the side, then put a single crochet on the sides on each stitch you can find. Just make sure the stitches are even, and put a stitch in each, little stitch you can find to the top corner. Then let's meet at the top corner. So here we're at the top corner. So you're gonna chain 150 to 200. So for my size, I chained 150 stitches. Then after the 150 stitches, you're gonna slip stitch all the way down, and this is going to be your strap that you're gonna tie at the back, all the way at the back. So yeah, make sure it's long enough so that it fits you. Yeah. So I have my chain 150, so I'm gonna slip stitch all the way down the chain. Here I've completed the slip stitch down the chain. So I'm gonna join it to the row with a single crochet. So I'm gonna join it to the top row and continue with single crochets until the other corner. Then I chain other 150 chains. So at the next corner, I'm still gonna chain the 150 chains, and I'm gonna slip stitch them all the way down. And after that, I'm gonna join again to the body of the work with a single crochet. Then I'm gonna single crochet across the opposite side to the end. As you can see, it's starting to come up a good one. So at this point, I'm slip stitching down the chains, and I'm gonna do this to the end, as I had earlier shown you guys. And then I'm just going to join with a single crochet, then proceed making single crochets down. to the end. Yeah. Yeah, so proceed. Adjusting my camera a bit. It had gone off camera. It had gone off focus. So yeah, just proceed making the stitches to the end. And after you're done with this, your project is pretty much done. I'm going to show you how to tie the straps, how I prefer tying the straps. Um, cause okay, you can tie them as 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 you want, or as you wish rather, but there's a specific way I love tying them, so I'm gonna show you. So once you're done, you're gonna place um your straps at such a point. Just approximate, use your eyes to approximate just that point, and then pass it through the next end at that point. Then do the same for the other strap. Is it gonna show? Yeah. Just do the same for the other strap, and pass it through that same point as you passed from the other side. Then pass it through now the next side. I feel like I'm saying other sides a lot, but yeah, I know it's making sense as I'm demonstrating. So yeah, just follow this part because I find that's the best way to tie it, so that it fits. First of all, it looks fitted, and it grasps your waist in a way that's flattering. So this is how I love tying the bandeau. Yeah. So I hope you've loved this tutorial, and I have a written pattern on Etsy, Ravelry, and Lovecrafts. In case you're interested, I'm gonna leave the link in the description box for you to buy. Yeah, and basically that's the bandeau, rather crochet top, rather crop top, whatever you wanna call it, but I'm only calling it a bandeau. So thank you for watching, and please like this video, subscribe to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, you're the goats. um Thank you guys, and yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. So yeah, look at the texture. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention this stitch is called a seed stitch. And here we have our finished bandeau. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. Bye till next time. Please share with me other videos you'd like me to share, especially tutorials, what you'd like to see me create and all that. Bye, guys. I appreciate you guys.